if you vet a woman correctly and you stand by your boundaries and you select correctly, you will never have a problem with women. But when you allow them to disrespect you, when you break your boundaries, when you, accept the unacceptable, of course you're going to have problems, not just with women, with everybody. So it's making men feel like women are these like awful kind of enemies. But the reality is, I don't struggle with getting a man to be nice to me because I don't accept a man that's not nice to me. So therefore I can't relate to that girl that's like, men are trash, this and the other, because I'm just like, well, I don't allow that behavior to enter my life. Similarly, if a man is talking about women are this, women that, what it signals is you've allowed unacceptable behavior. That's on you. You have to take accountability for that. So if we start taking accountability for our selection process, we won't be red pill, black pill, blue pill. We will just be healthy.
What do women find attractive?
If I was trying to say one word that women find attractive, I would just say masculinity. And what I mean by masculinity, and I know that I keep talking about this, but I promise you, women find boundaries very attractive. They pretend that they don't. Here's the thing. They'll say, you can't tell me what to do.
Send this to my girlfriend.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, here's the thing. They'll say, you can't tell me what to do. I'm my own woman, this, that, and the other. But there's something so attractive about a man that says, who's not a people pleaser. When you're with a people pleaser, what happens then is you just can't get that same chemistry for him because he just likes what you like. Whereas when he's not a people pleaser and he lets you know what's what, there's something so attractive about that, because then what happens is you can allow him to lead. You can give him some of the decision making. Now, when my partner is not a people pleaser, I can just be like, oh, what should I do in this situation? What should I do in that? Like, you need to do da da da. And I'm like, oh, I feel shy saying that. And he's like, no, da da da, because he's not a people pleaser. But if he was a people pleaser, I couldn't make those phone calls. I can't ask him, do I look nice in this? Yeah, you look nice. Shall I go here? Yeah, whatever you think. I'm not getting anything from that. Therefore, I can't submit because I can't trust him to lead. So I think the boundaries and not being a people pleaser is the most attractive thing to a woman.
So from a guy's perspective, they will have their own idea about what guys find or what girls find attractive. So what would you say the flip side to that is? So like
what men find attractive in women? I think without them realizing, I think the real thing that they find attractive in women is a woman who is incredibly nurturing. I think no matter how self-sufficient and how masculine a man is, but when a woman takes care or predicts his needs before he says it, he can't help but melt. So if she knows he might be hungry and there's something ready, if she knows that he might be tired, there's a coffee ready, if she knows that he's got work in the morning, he's going to be in a rush, there's a shirt ironed, these kind of nurturing acts makes a man feel loved. And I don't think they realize it because they're so conditioned to not expect that from women anymore and see that as oppressive and see that as toxic. They're just like, oh no, I don't even expect that. But when they receive it, they act like babies, like just received an opened present. They're like, oh, coffee for me? Like, you did that for me? And it's like, oh yeah. And I think they don't realize that that is actually their universal love language.
You never mentioned looks there at all in either one.
They do matter, but to each their own. And honestly, there's a market for everybody. There is a market for everybody. You can be attractive, unattractive, tall, short, fat, skinny. There's a market for everybody. There's somebody who will find you attractive. Some people are luckier than others. But the reality is there's a market for everybody.
I want to ask you about, so on the attractiveness side and on like the physical components, do you think that's kind of been taken a little bit far out of context recently with the fact that, as you mentioned, like guys can take steroids, girls can get any type of surgery these days, but to go like more and more extreme?
Well, here's the problem. It's ideal. It's why we're having so many short-term relationships, because it's like putting a plaster over a broken leg. Like you can cover it and this, that, and the other, but the reality is it needs fixing. And so what's happening is people are masking their insecurities with a beautiful package. But when they get together, it takes a relatively insecure person to invest so much into their appearance. That insecure person is then going to attract another insecure person, but they haven't worked on the vulnerabilities that's causing a disconnect. So I think that's why we're so focused on short-term, because looks is a very short-term strategy. So if we put emphasis on that, we're emphasizing what makes short-term connections. So it's sad, but it is the way of the world. I can't,
but it's also been around for so long though.
Yeah, it's life.
I know it's been like, it's like 10 times worse like now, but
it's
I was thinking like if you went back to the 70s and 60s, they were like the first boob jobs. And
Yeah,
then,
but here's the thing. I know, like, I'm a psychologist and stuff like that, and people always say, "Oh, you know, you're a psychologist. You wear makeup and this, that, and the other." Like I shouldn't, or something like that. But I'm always going to wear makeup. I'll wear it on my funeral if I have to. Yeah. So, but here's the thing: looks matter. And if you aren't attractive, that doesn't matter, but you can still be attractive. As in, you can take care of your body, you can take care of your physique, you can take care of your outfits, and this looks matter. And the reason they matter is they're a signal of your self-esteem. What I mean by this is, and I'm talking for myself as well, when I'm not feeling good and I've maybe gained weight or something like that, I'm in black, this, that, and the other, it signals, it's my signal to the world, don't look at me. But when I'm feeling good, looking good, I make more of an effort. Now, the reality, when I have clients come to me, especially men, and they say they're feeling low and this, that, and the other, if they're overweight, I say, you need a PT, not a psychologist. Go to a PT first.
I love that.
I'm such a bitch.
Because
I'm like, you're too fat to be here.
but it's
I'll
true,
say
though.
it. I'll say
you
it
have
to
to
them.
take care of yourself.
I'm like, okay,
confidence.
I'm like, okay, I'm going to have a conversation with you, boost your ego for 10 minutes, and then you're going to go eat cake. What is the point of that conversation? Fix your body first. I promise you won't even need me.
And think of how difficult it is to get all those things right. So training, nutrition, diet, sleep, have all that stuff in check. Even professional side of stuff. Not even making loads of money, but if you just get a good job or it's a job that makes you respect yourself, then you bring that to the dating market, whether you're in a bar talking to a girl or if you use an app to talk to a girl.
And you're not grateful every time a girl looks at you because you're like, well, I look after myself and this, that, and the other. It's abundance.
Versus scarcity.
And here's the thing. I work with many CEOs and successful men. They tend to have very predictable routines. They wake up stupid early and they tend to get their workout out the way. They work out stupid time in the morning, and by stupid o'clock they finish, and they usually just eat one meal a day and stuff. I'm not saying that this is optimal, but the most successful men I know are strict with what they put into their body because it's a signal of self-respect. Now, same thing with women. This whole body shaming culture and this, that, and the other, and I could be very taken out of context. But here's the thing: if you're an overweight woman coming to me to saying, how do I build confidence? You go to your gym. I can't do it for you because what's causing your lack of confidence is your inability to respect your body. You have to respect it first. And that includes not just the food you put in, who you share it with, everything. You have to respect your body. So until you lose the weight, it's limited what I can do for you.
100%.
Yeah.
I think there's so many nuances to that. And I've been training for 13, 14 years for this exact reason because...
Were you ever a personal trainer?
No, I was going to go down the route of the fitness side of things, but I actually, my background's in software, like software engineering.
Oh, wow.
Well, mixed with kind of business as well. So I wanted to... I actually built a PT app.
Amazing.
When I was 18.
When you were 18? Is it still around? Or?
It was from my final year college
Amazing.
project. But then...
You make apps?
So my background's in software, and I've obviously pivoted into the podcast world.
Oh, amazing.
So I worked with some big scale-up companies, startup companies, stuff like this. But what I'm trying to say is that I've just always had that passion, that interest, and I've just, even here, I went to Tam Khan's gym, training there.
Yeah.
I just like.
But here's the thing: I'm not passionate about working out, and I love food. I really do. I don't enjoy the gym. It doesn't do it. The people that love it and stuff like that. I've been doing it for years and years. I've never developed that love for it. But the reality is, I have to do it because otherwise, I suffer psychologically. I suffer. I know I'll suffer. Like in Ramadan, I can't really work out. I can cut my food, but I can't really work out. I see the change in my body. I see how I don't like myself as a result. I psychologically suffer. So I go regardless, even if you don't have that. Because so many people say, oh, I hate the gym. I don't have time for the gym. If you don't have time for the gym, you should definitely not have time to eat so much. Eat less. Compensate, do something. 100%. But body comes first. It's mind, body, and soul. We're holistic humans. We can't work on one without the other. It won't work. Welcome to my course on masculinity. And in this course, not only will I be able to completely transform your understanding of women, but on a more personal level, you will enhance your self-esteem, self-respect, and your boundaries. The goal of this course is to take a man that has absolutely fantastic intentions, wants to find love, wants to commit, wants to have a good, healthy relationship, but is finding that he's constantly running into women who are narcissistic, who are disrespectful, who are disloyal. Now, if you are finding that continuously, then there must be something in your engagement with women that is causing this. What my course will do is look at where this problem comes from, how to resolve it, how to communicate effectively with men and women, and how to command respect. Most importantly, how to improve your self-respect. And throughout the course, you'll be given interactive sessions, but with course materials to help you channel and journal your learning. So if you are interested in becoming the most masculine version of yourself, join today.